Hi there, and I am back. This is going to be a sort of a haul and product review so far of some new products that I just picked up from a cruelty-free company in the UK. It's not available here in the US, but you can purchase from them. I need to, I feel like I'm sort of off center. There we go. You can order from them. They do ship internationally for the most part. Sorry, I have to readjust my shirt. It's kind of a funky cut. Anyways, it gets like stuck down low. I don't know. It's a tank top and the straps are really long, so anyways, I'm getting myself together. So anyways, this company for the most part does ship internationally. I guess there are a few countries out there that they don't ship to anymore. I found this from another YouTube user. I forget what her name is. I'll have to link her below. She's actually in Israel, and she really believes in buying cruelty-free products. And so I was looking for I just was sort of searching for like foundations and that kind of thing because it seems to be pretty easy to find like lipsticks and eyeshadows, blushes, all that kind of thing. But sometimes finding like drugstore affordable cruelty-free foundations that are really good can sometimes be a challenge. And so I did a video not that long ago on my 3 top favorites so far, but I have a thing for lipsticks and foundations. I have way more than I need. It's like red lipstick. Red lipstick and foundation are my 2 like makeup obsessions. I have so many, it's ridiculous. But anyways, so I was just sort of searching for that, and she talked about this company, and I actually remembered it from Wayne at, I think it's Goss Makeup or Goss Makeup Artist. He's a makeup artist in the UK, and he talks about this brand a lot too. They're eyeshadow palettes, and he really, really likes them and says that for the price, they're a really great price. And so I was looking at it, and the price wise, it reminds me a lot of e.l.f. or e.l.f. Eyes, Lips, Face pricing here in the US. However, all of the pricing is in I don't know, I think it's in pounds. I don't think it's in the euro dollar. I think it's in pounds. So to convert it into US, it's almost double, not quite double the price in pounds. I think the conversion, last time I checked it, which currency conversions can change hourly. But when I checked it, one US dollar was £1.73 in pounds. British pounds, I think is what it is. So it's not quite double the price, but pretty close. However, most of the products are £6 or less. So you're looking at under $12 or less for almost everything on the site. Some of the bigger palettes I think are a little bit more, sort of like with e.l.f. or e.l.f. They sort of started out as everything was under $5. Most everything now is under like $6 except for their bigger palettes. So anyways, the company is called, it's MUA or Makeup Academy. So this is their logo. And what I picked up was this. This is the matte foundation. This is in shade 1 Soft Sand, which is the lightest shade. I'm actually wearing it today. I was a little nervous of whether or not this was going to be too light. The girl the gal that I was watching when she was talking about this company and this foundation said that this was too dark for her. She was too fair for this color. And I was sort of looking at her thinking, well, I felt like, and it's sort of hard to tell sometimes on video, on when you're watching YouTube videos on everybody's monitor is different. So sometimes it can be a little bit difficult to tell where you are in a particular shade range based off of watching someone else. It didn't seem like she was that much fairer than I am. So I thought, well, maybe this will work for me because it seemed based off of her coloring on the screen that I was a bit more color to my skin. I wasn't as fair as she is. I don't necessarily consider myself fair. I consider myself more light skin because I consider fair more like in the porcelain range, and I'm not porcelain. But it says the velvet smooth, long lasting finish. Um, on the back, it just says a creamy texture that blends beautifully for that perfect velvet finish and long-lasting matte complexion. So far, I've been wearing it all day today since about 8 o'clock this morning, I think, or 8:30 this morning, something like that. And I do like it a lot. It does have, I would say, to me, I would sort of consider this almost more of a satin than a true matte finish. It is very creamy texture, and it set very quickly. Now, that being said, I need to bring up this product. I also bought the Pro Base Primer. It says it flawlessly evens out complexion. This claims that it is a velvety, smooth formula that feels light on your skin and creates a flawless, even complexion. Wear alone or under foundation for a long-lasting finish. This is one of those sort of, I'll show you. Squeeze it out. So you can kind of see. It's one of those like white, it's not like the super silicone-y. Oops, I just dropped that. I'll get it later. But it's like white and it's slightly tacky, but it does dry down. Now, I don't know if it was the foundation alone or the foundation plus the primer, but this set almost faster than I could blend it in. And I feel like it had something to do with this primer, because when I put this on my face, it does feel very light on the skin. It does really it does a very good job of filling my pores and lines. For the problems that I have, I do have a few larger pores. But I did notice that there was sort of like this almost tacky feeling that as I was putting the foundation on, which is a fairly thick formula, however, it is also extremely lightweight. It almost does not feel like anything more than a moisturizer on your skin. But it's not like a tinted moisturizer as far as coverage. But as I was buffing, it sort of had like this tacky feeling that I feel like somewhat came from the primer. So as I was blending, it was sort of like almost setting faster than I could blend. So you really have to kind of put it on in small spaces, blend it really good, and then add some more. Like I couldn't even do like my whole cheek area all in one, like dot it all in one, because it was really almost setting faster than I could blend it. That being said, this has been extremely comfortable. I don't feel like it has oxidized on my face. I don't feel like it really looks any darker. I'll show you the color on the back of my hand. So this is the shade right here, and I'll sort of blend that in. And so upon first glance, I thought, oh, this seems like it might be too light, but it actually blends really well. It's a little smidge, I feel like a smidge light for me. And I think if I went up to shade 2, it would probably be too dark. So with a little bit of bronzer to sort of warm my complexion back up, I think it's perfectly fine, and it doesn't look like a white mask on or anything like that. So if you're very, very porcelain, this may or may not, I don't know. All you could do is try it. Let me see. Let me grab the paper off the box so I can tell you how much I spent on this stuff, because honestly, I don't remember, and some of it was on sale. I know for all the items that I purchased 4 items. With shipping, it cost me $31 and change in US. It was £19.95. So let's see. Most of this was half off. Okay, so I got the foundation for £2, and I believe it's normally 4 pounds. It was half off. There was a half off sale when I got this. So this was 2 pounds, normally 4 pounds. So at 2 pounds, it was just under $4 on sale, and normally it would be just under $8 regularly. The primer I got on sale again, it was half off. So this was, I believe, it was 3 pounds, normally 6 pounds. So again, just under $6 US dollars for this, and normally just under $12. I think. I can't remember. I know some of it was on sale, so I can't remember if this, I'm pretty sure this was on sale, and that's normally how much it is. Next I got their, this is from their Fashionista line. They have, it's called a Fashionista line, and it is in conjunction with the UK's top model. Like, we have America's top model, and they have UK, I don't know what it's called. Britain's top model, UK's top model, I'm not sure, but it's in conjunction with that. And so this is the eyebrow kit. The regular line also had an eyebrow kit, but it was sold out, so I just went ahead and got this one. So it comes like this. It has 3 shades and a wax, and it comes with a little tool for your eyebrows and a little brush, which this is really just sort of and they always are, so I don't really know why they include them, but this is fine actually for me, like just throwing the wax on, but not for putting the color on. And then it comes with little mini, teeny weeny tweezers. So these are the 3 colors, and it's basically a blonde, a sort of taupe, medium brown, and then a dark brown. So this is the blonde, this is this sort of taupey medium brown, light brown, and then this is your darkest brown shade. I'm sort of in between these 2 colors, so I've been mixing them, and formula wise I really do like it. The wax is great. It's not a really glossy wax, so this has been working just fine and dandy. I am liking it. And this I got for 3 pounds, and I know that this was half off, so normally it's 6 pounds. And then the last thing I got was just something fun. This is also in the Fashionista line. This is, oh no, I apologize. This was $3.50. So normally 3 pounds 50. So normally this is 7 pounds. But well worth it. 3 shades of wax. It's great. So this is the Fashionista Double Take Lipstick. I got it for 3 pounds. It was half off. It's normally 6. And I got it in the color shade 6 Red Carpet. You can see that. I am wearing it today. The whole tube looks like that, and it comes out like this. That's how it looks. The best part is the smell, the scent. Vanilla and coconut. I would say coconut vanilla. That is like my favorite scent. You guys know, if you've been watching me and watching like my favorite scents and lotions and that kind of thing, I am all about coconut. So I hope all of the lipsticks smell like this, because I would definitely buy more shades in this. I don't know if all of the compacts, if all of the containers are the same color as what's inside. Online it showed that it was red. It didn't show, or gold, it didn't show that it was red. So I don't know if they all come like this or if just the red one is different. I'm not really sure. So anyways, in all, I am thus far very impressed. This is a this is a cream lipstick. I was afraid because of the formula that it was actually, I'm kind of backtracking because I want to talk a little bit more about this lipstick. I thought at first that it may not wear very well because it's very creamy when it goes on. It slides on very well, and I thought it might slide around, but I had a little cheeseburger for lunch, and I had very little come off. I did reapply a little bit before I filmed, but not that much. So it actually wears pretty well, and I am really loving the color. I think it's one of my new favorite reds. And it's definitely something that I would repurchase. In fact, I think probably all of these products I would definitely repurchase when I run out. I wasn't sure if I was going to get this foundation. They also have what they call a BB cream a BB foundation. They call it a BB full coverage foundation. And the gal that I had recommended this line said that that foundation is supposed to be pretty amazing. She's really sad because they don't uh, deliver to Israel anymore, so she can't buy these products. So she hasn't been able to try that foundation, but that one is supposed to be a true full coverage foundation. So when I'm done with this, I will probably give that one a try. I was sort of in between whether I was going to get that one or this one. That one is a couple pounds more than this one, but it was only 1 or 2 pounds more price difference. But she had used this before and really, really liked it. So I thought I would give this a try. So definitely something that I would recommend to you all if you don't mind, the price. Shipping is £7.50. So it's almost $14 to ship to here in the US. So that does sort of hike up the cost a little bit, quite a bit, as far as what you're going to end up spending. So it's just something to keep in mind. The cool thing is when you register with them, when you create an account, they have sales a lot. And if you want to sort of just spend the money and buy a bunch of product, they have deals all the time where if you spend 25 pounds, they create these free product add-ons, and it's 25 pounds in product. So you get 50 pounds in product, which is almost $100 in makeup for 25 pounds, which would be
Mama, can I get a snack?
As soon as I'm done, okay, I'll get you a snack. Can you let me finish?
I'm gonna get one by myself.
Okay, you get one by yourself. So yeah. So if you are able to sort of spend that much, and you want to just sort of try out a bunch of new stuff, a bunch of their products to see how it goes, then I definitely recommend it. Also, shipping time, it says that it can take up to 35 days. I got this in a week and a half, I think.
Mama,
Yeah, I got it in like a week and a half. So it's actually pretty
I want
fast.
some of these hot dogs.
As soon as I'm done, I'll make you a hot dog, okay?
Okay.
All right.
I don't want you to heat it up.
Well, I kind of have to heat it up. It has to be cooked.
But it tastes good when I eat it.
Okay, we'll go back over in there. And I'm almost done, okay? Let me finish. Okay, so that's it for this video, this little review and haul of Makeup Academy products. I will put a link for their website down below so you can check them out. Very, very affordable. Even with the exchange rates, it's still very affordable makeup. It is cruelty-free, which is just something that I do. If you're not interested in doing cruelty-free, if you have brands that you like, that's perfectly fine. I don't ever want to sort of make this about me sort of, I don't know, showing off, or you should be cruelty-free because it's better. It's just a personal choice. So I like to highlight products that are cruelty-free on my channel. Anyway, so that's it for this, and and definitely check out my subscriber appreciation giveaway video if you haven't. It is Wednesday, tomorrow's Thursday, so tomorrow the 11th is the last day to enter. I am going to cut it off at 11 p.m. so that I can go to bed at a sorta, kinda decent time. I don't know. It is for me because I have the kids, so by the time they go to bed, I'm doing stuff. So I'm doing good if I get to bed before midnight. Anyway, it's probably too much information, but whatever. That is it, and I will see you next time. Bye.